No, they ain't a real one.
But the sign of a true friend in both, friendship and love is that they're complicit in your success and adversarial to your failures.
Yeah.
They're there they're going to push you there. And Corey, we do this all the time. Like we exchange text messages and photos.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
we out here doing this, and then you're like, yeah, you fueling me to push to go harder because you're doing this. I gotta go. We gotta keep up with each other.
Yeah, and you know what? I was actually thinking about the opposite side of that because honestly, I can count easily probably a dozen times where you done directly been like, you fucking up, or you've been like, bro, this is not what we do. Like this ain't us. This ain't what we do. So don't be doing that dumb shit. like
we're not here. We're not here to help each other fail.
Exactly. So it's like, and to me, that's probably more important than even when we encourage each other. Because just like you said, we exchange texts all the time. We be like, we doing this. I see you out here shooting, doing this. Amazing work. Go get that shit. But it's them times where you done fell off the wagon, just like what Shannon said. And it's like, all right, you see me falling off the wagon and you don't say nothing?
I'm just waiting for you. I'm waiting for you to be on the ground before I'm like, oh.
Like, bro. Yeah. And it's so funny because I know, like, with you and Trey, like, I slip a little bit. Or I take any action whatsoever that is out of character. And I get that automatic WTF. Like, all right, either you better have a good reason or some shit better be seriously going on because this ain't what we do. So
it's not what we do.
Like that's the line. Like that's the line that I always get. This is not what we do. So like the fuck, like you better have a good ass explanation or you better be getting ready to correct this shit because this ain't how we get down. And my thing is like when you got friends like that, and I hate to do it to people because I mean, and I say this because like I know the quality of my friends and. I think it was Tia that said it when we did that episode. Like she was like, Corey know who he can have around. He know whoever can be around because it's just how he is and how he know the people that he around. So like with that being said, I feel like I hold my relationships to the same standard that I hold my friends. Right? So I'm like, all right, my friends would push me this far. My friends would do this. My friends would do that. And I'm very boisterous about it because I'm like, if you're in a relationship with me, part of your responsibility is also to be one of my friends. And, it's also part of your responsibility to push me and handle a lot of this stuff the same way they would. And if you slacking up on me, like, and it pisses people off all the time because I always say you have people that selflessly care about you and then those people that conditionally care about you. And it pisses off a lot of people that I be in relationships with because the examples I always use are that I've been in relationships where I be like, I need to go to the gym in the morning. And I have people that be like, nah, you know what? Just stay in bed. And then I've had people that be like, well, get your ass up and go to the gym. And the reason I use that example because, and an example I like to use all the time, like, I think about my friends and like, I could be dieting for a show. And it's been plenty of time where, they might order whatever and I might end up having to get a salad. But if they know I'm eating a salad, it's been plenty of time. We've been all sitting around eating fish and asparagus really because I'm on a diet and I'm not trying to fuck up. You know what I mean? And I'm like, all right, them sitting here eating this shit ain't really benefiting them in no way whatsoever. All right? I mean, just real talk. Like, I'm like, a lot of stuff they do, I know for a fact don't benefit them in no way whatsoever. They doing it specifically because it's best for me at that time. And that ain't even intentional. Like that's subconscious that where it's just like, all right, whatever. Or if we do go out and order some shit, like they keep it away from me. I mean, they always joke around about the one wing night where I'm like, all right, I'm on a diet and exactly, you know what I mean? And like we do stuff like that where it's like, you know what? This is unspoken. We never had this conversation. I've never told them to do this. All the way up to the time where I got ready for my show, it was like, all right, well, this is what's coming up. So, all right. This is just what we doing. It wasn't like, all right, everybody got to be sitting here drinking a gallon of water. We going to limit the alcohol intake. Like granted, I balance my life with whatever diet I'm doing, but they still keep me in check to the point where it's like, all right, this is universal. Where it's getting ready for a show or I'm talking about I'm going to do a business venture or whatever. Like they always like WTF. Like, all right, you won't be able to use us as an excuse for your failure. That's for damn sure.
Exactly.
That's for damn sure.
We can help you do everything, but you can't use us as a scapegoat.
Exactly. But with it's like you in a relationship and people like, all right, I know you're trying to do this, and it's really subconscious. It might not even be that they don't support you. It's like, you know what? Do I want you to get up and go work out and all that? Great. But would I rather you stay in this bed with me right now? Absolutely. So
100%.
you know what? I'm going to make a little bit of a selfish response here because I want to keep you here at the moment. You know what I mean? And I mean, that's just a very small example. You know, like that's minuscule. That's not really a big deal. But those things yeah, exactly. Those things on the opposite side get large sometimes. And it's like, all right, you out here pursuing your dreams and your goals, and all right, it's taking away from time from me, or it's taking away from time for this, or you risking this. I don't want you to do that. Then it's like, hold up. Like, you know this is my dream. You know this is something I really, really want to do. Why would you, as a person that's in a relationship with me, impede that?
Yeah.
And then it's automatically like, well, I don't know if I can trust this person. If I can't trust you with my dreams, I surely can't trust you with my heart for the rest of my life. Like, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. I just can't do that. But, I mean, this is how I look at it.
Question is, so how do you balance your dreams and your relationship? Because I know that I kind of had to balance that when I was doing the film stuff and trying to do the series and stuff. And it just takes a lot of time to be away and try to build that craft and produce something of quality. But then back in my mind, I'm thinking, you know, man, and it's not like Rich is always, he's not even saying that he's so supportive. But then I'm like, you know, I'm missing out on time with my husband and, you know, building with him. So how do you balance that? How can you do both? How can you, you know, preserve the quality of your relationship and the quality of your dream?
You know, I think a lot of it also has to do with, you know, with success. There are some things that you have to sacrifice, you know, to get to certain places. And, you know, we weren't born thinking about marriage. You know, you had goals and things to strive, that you wanted to strive to accomplish for yourself individually. Because, you know, like you said, Corey, before, like, no, you're responsible for your own happiness.
Yeah.
And I think you have to, you know, you balance it as you get older. Like, because, like, there's things you want to accomplish, but because, like, if you don't accomplish them, that might make you not as good as of a spouse or partner to someone else because you regret not pursuing something. And I think to get anywhere, you have to dedicate time and effort. And a person that cares about you wants you to have those things for yourself because that's what you've always wanted. Like you can't be that, you can't be the one to blame for someone that you love not accomplishing what they want to accomplish.
Yeah.
And so you bring the example of, you know, the partner that be like, oh, stay in the bed with me, but you know I have a show I'm training for, and you know how much this means to me. I've always wanted to place.
Yeah. And
I understand you, like, I understand I want you with me, you know, but the time to be together and stay in the bed will be coming soon.
Yeah.
But you have to earn those good things. Like let's say you have to earn those smiles. You have to earn that happiness. Like, and you don't do that if you're not doing the best you can to accomplish your dreams.
Yeah.
It's not easy at all to manage.
But would you say
There's gonna be some tough times?
Would you say that you have to kind of set aside time for both, though? Because it's almost like you gotta, like,
it comes down to the company. It comes down to the couples.
Well,
you know, figure that out. Like, I don't know if you can go into a place when you're just like put a spreadsheet down. I mean,
well, just like you're having to spend time in maybe the gym or something like that to place, right? Or, for example, for me, I'll have to spend time, you know, producing something. Don't you have to set aside the same, like, not the same amount of time, but you have to set aside time, specific time to build on your relationship.
But I believe people that do that.
Time.
I believe couples that value time together figure that out. You know, but they also, you can't rush a process, and that goes with everything. And there are times when you understand, like, it might take 7 hours to edit and film things because that's what it takes.
Yeah.
I think because we're all striving to do something. If you wanted to be a showrunner, if you wanted to be an NBA All-Star, you can't be an NBA All-Star shooting 20 minutes a day. and then going out to party. It doesn't work that way. If you want to be the best, you have to put in the time. But then you also make time for the people you care about.
That's what I'm saying.
It's going to happen.
You gotta make time.
Yeah, but you can't be at your job.
Time.
No, what I'm saying is, but you can't be creating, thinking, and worrying about. Damn, I gotta go put a grilled cheese sandwich on, or I gotta go do this and that. No, you gotta commit yourself fully to everything in your life that matters.
Yeah.
And the times will sort itself out, because your heart can't function if it's not catering to the things that matters to it. And that's passion, and that's love, and that's everything else, you know?
And man, y'all just kind of actually summed up, because it's probably one of the best books I read in a long time. It's called The One Thing, and they got a chapter in there about balance, and they summed it up in the first line with balance is a lie.
Yeah,
because it is. If you're doing something, you're taking away from something else, right? But the reason I say y'all summed it up, because in that chapter they also prescribe, it's 3 things that you got to plan out at all time, and that is, the first thing you plan out is your off time. The downtime for you to recuperate, the downtime for your relationship, whatever. And then you plan time to dedicate toward that passion, whatever you're driving toward. And then the third thing you plan time for is actually time to plan. And the reason they say that is, they were like, what people don't realize is that, like, the most successful people and the most successful couples are working vacation to vacation, really. So, like, at the beginning of the year, they may plan all their vacations out for that year, and they know they have these block of time set aside for them to do whatever and relax. In between that time, they may set aside a few weekends, but all that time in between, because they know when their time off is coming to spend with each other, they're just grinding away at whatever they're trying to get to, right? Because they know they have to take time away to actually make this happen. But the best point he made is that people that are absolutely outrageously successful, like, grind like hell from their mid-20s all the way into their late 30s, early 40s, because after that, they've grinded so hard on that regiment for so long that now it takes off automatically, and you got endless amount of time to do whatever you want. So, like, Shannon producing, like, Shannon may be grinding, producing, then y'all go on vacation. It may go on that for like a couple of years, and then it might get to the point where Shannon get dropped $15-20 million for one project. That might be the only project she got to do for that year, and then the rest of the time is whatever she want to do it. Because by that time you're so known and so good at what you do that either your business that took over and is running, it's self-sustaining, and other people are in place, or you're so well known for your craft that people can't approach Rich and be like, let's do this photo shoot. I'll give you a couple of $100 or whatever, or we'll work out a deal. No, they got to approach you and be like, look, here go a $50,000 retainer for you to set aside time for this shoot, for this event at this time, and we'll throw you another 100 stacks for shooting this many hours an event. And right there, you done made $150,000. You can take off. You can take off several months, but you don't just wake up and be at that point.
Right.
Yeah.
You have to grind to that point. And they say that a lot of relationships get destroyed, and really personal lives get destroyed, because people plan in reverse. So, like, people just keep planning, all right, I'm going to work. And then they forget the rest. They forget to set aside time for their relationship. They forget to do this, that, and third. But if you already know, all right, every second or third weekend in the month is for my relationship. Around these times of the year, we automatically take 2 weeks off. We take off a whole month in the summer. Like, this is time that is there. No matter what, that time is blocked off. Ain't nobody fucking with it. That means the rest of that time, grind your motherfucking ass off, really, because it's like that's what you got to do. And really, when it's couples where both people are like that, like, y'all both pushing each other and feeding off each other so much that it's really not a hindrance, to the point where it's like, all right, I see her doing great things, I see him doing great things, and both of y'all uplifted by it. And then it get to that point where it's like, all right, we get the time to chill. And now not only are you chilling and drinking Mai Tais on a Maldives Blue Beach somewhere, it's like, all right, we've also, we're going to sit here and watch, Jenna Reckless on this Maldives beach while I'm sipping some Mai Tais, while Rich out here with the photos. You know what I mean? Like that's really why you got to grind that hard. The number one mistake people make is that they only plan their grind. Yeah. And when you only plan your grind, you fucking up. And people also plan as they go. Like, you actually got to stop and be like, all right, let me plan out this many months or this many days, and all right, this is what I'm doing. Bam. All right. Before I even plan all this out, all this